So now let's make the third slide. So in the third slide, we will use the listing method. So every time if you want to create a slide, you obviously need to put the tags into the section tag. So I'll just write over here this slide 3, and then I'll write section. Yep. And then we will create the third slide. So first of all, we will create a third slide into a wrap. So we will use the wrap, and then that should be center aligned, right? So we will use the align center class, and then okay, actually it is center, yeah. And then we will use the font size. Okay, so size is around 50. Yeah, that's fine. Now let's create a heading that can be like h1 and then strong, and that can be refiner and my name, and yeah, it's fine. So after that, let's write a description kind of text. So we will use obviously that text intro, p dot text intro, and inside this let me write like this, learn everything from scratch and something like that. So now it's time to create the lists. Okay, so we will use the unordered list. So before that, we want to create a particular box, right? Which the background color can be anything. So we will use the bg white because we want white background color. If you want a red background color, you can write bg hyphen and then red, blue, and whatever. If you want primary color, I guess there is some primary color as well. So let me search for that, primary. Yep, there is some primary color that is, yeah, white. So yeah, you can choose whatever color you want as a background. And I also want that box should be have some shadows. Okay, so dot shadow. Right now inside this div we will use the ul class, and to create a list we will use the flex box. So we will use the ul dot flex block, and then another class that is regions, and inside this ul we will obviously create some list. So let's create our first list, and it contains assume heading that is assume uh, easy videos, and it should contain some description as well, lorem 10. That's quite fine. And let's create, okay, let's create another list li, and it should also contain a heading, and that can be like learn in a simple way, and it should also contain some description of that as well. So lorem 10 or 11, whatever. So yeah, that's quite fine. Now I guess this is enough. Okay, so there are one heading, big heading h1. uh, Let me change it to h2. That will be look perfect, I guess. Yeah, so h2, and that contains a description as well. Then we create a tool list. So let's save it and check how is it looking. Yeah, now you can clearly see there are 3 slides. So let me click on this, or you can also press the right arrow key. This looks like this. Okay, this has some shadows below the boxes, and this is the box. Yep, it looks quite great. So in this way you can create some list, okay, unordered list, or you can obviously create a order list as well.